Yesterday, I was watching Bob live stream after I finished recording my games for the day, and when he quit, he hosted this couple, and they're new to Backpack, and they are trying to get all the way. I don't know if they're trying to get to Grandma or Grandmaster. They're considering that 100%ing the game, and then afterwards, I guess, they make like an hour-long video or hour to two-long video showing them going from 0 to 100%. I am so curious to see how that turns out for Backpack Battles. Right now, they're still only plat. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it. Like, it takes a long time, but they are doing a lot of like 9-hour streams. Let's see. They have 5 hours, 8.5 hours, whatever, 9 hours, 3.5, 3.5, 3.5, 9 hours, 9 hours, 9 hours, 9.5, 3.5, 3.5. So far, they're up to like mid-high plat. I would say high plat. Close to hitting diamond, but diamond is when you really start to struggle in this game. I think diamond was like the hardest wall for me. Platinum is when it starts to ramp up a little bit, but going from platinum to grandmaster, there's still another level after that, grandma, but if you make it to grandmaster, I think you're kind of almost at grandma status. I'm not at grandmaster, and I've been playing this game a good amount. I've been looking through so many games. I have not read comments yet today. Uploaded, oh yeah, Down with the Ship, I just played it. So much to read. Really good game, really solid. They have some cool things in there. Bag management is lacking. If I refresh the page. 6 comments. 6 comments. Unresponded. Thank you for the video, LTG. You are welcome. Could you try a build where you try to make the, oh no, most aesthetically pleasing or pretty build you can make? I am so bad at, like, I've been trying to pay attention for people to like flipping things right side up and like when it's possible, and unlocking items. I don't pay attention to aesthetics at all. Maybe. What would that be? So the one that comes to mind would be playing adventure and doing 4 boomerangs around a steel goober. Just looks really nice, but it's really hard to do. There are others that would be good. Doesn't want to think about RNG. Proceeds to think about RNG. RNG amulet. Love your thoughts. RNG amulet in this game is one of the more tricky decisions because it's super powerful, but it's also going to miss 7 out of 8 times. So you have to know if your misses can still hit and how important hitting is, how important missing is. Yeah. My bad. Misunderstood backpack bandle anvil. I mean, they both do add damage, just in very, very different ways. And yeah, one of them peaks the moment you take it. The other one like scales to the moon. The anvil in Oaken Tower, there's no item that really compares to it in Backpack Battles. There's no item you can take that, like, yeah, for that one, if you can survive 2 or 3 rounds with the anvil, not that I've taken it yet, but I've run up against enemies who took it, then you're going to destroy people. But you have to survive the 1 or 2 rounds, or 2 to 3 rounds. But in Backpack Battles, it's the opposite. If you're on 1 heart, then you really want to take anvil because it gives you a chance of like fighting the next few rounds at least, getting something. But the games just play a lot different. I'm trying to think. The closest ones would be like Steel Amulet. Steel Amulet and Hardwood are items where you get them and you're willing to sacrifice to try and make them work because they're so crazy if you pull them off. But they're also strong as soon as you get them, so they're weird. Steel Amulet is broken. It's unbalanced, whatever. I hope I commented here early enough for you to try my challenge. Thornbloom and Flame Whip. Oh, that is interesting. Anything with Flame Whip is interesting with Anvil. I've never really done it, and I want to. So the 2 options would mostly be Flame Whip Thornbloom, which would just drink stamina, even with the stamina reduction, or Flame Whip with Burning Sword. Ooh. That's so much stamina. Can't make it happen to save my life. Yeah, you have to solve the stamina problem. It would require flutes or bananas, which I don't like making with anvil. Ooh, maybe I do that today. Wait, I should be liking all of the... I feel bad if I don't like them. And then I did like the comment. I did. It was important to me. Like, they're good comments. The whole, like, reacting to them thing is weird. Okay. Watching your Forge Hammer video made me pick up Deerwood. I did not realize how good Deerwood was, really. Managed to make Rainbow Goob. It was filthy. For the Forge Hammer run, you would have had a little easier success with the Wolf Pack. Possibly, but... Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I was trying to make the focus on it. The problem was, if I saw Courage Dogs, they would just immediately be better than the Hammer. And you can't really skip on the dogs if you're doing a wolf build. You have, like, you get offered 1 out of 3 dogs. If you get the damage dog, you gotta take it. You can't... That's, like, such a big part of the dog thing. With Gooblings, you can kind of skip them, but you don't do anything if you're skipping on dogs. You need them. Dogs are strong. They are. So yeah. What are my thoughts on Flame Whip? Let's do it. Let's do... I was looking at Once Upon a Galaxy. I was looking at so many games. That's what all these tabs are. There are so many games right now. I just installed... Which ones? I don't remember. I thought... Oh, they're under... God, I have too many games. Not 3B, New Priority. Not 3C. They're under 2 Play Next. Deck vs. Doom demo. I think this was Tower Defense for my main channel. And I think this looked like Hearthstone, but it has a free trial. It came out recently. There are like a dozen games I want to try. But this is the game we are going to play right now. Backpack Battles. Let's go. And I'll link to that couple's channel. I kind of want to check out. I really want to check out whenever they do their summary, but it's going to take them, like, it would take months. If they make it to Master, I would be impressed. Because that's as high as I've made it, and I've played a good amount of this game. I really have. I think I'm... It's weird, because if I compare myself to one of the streamers who streams this game like 9 hours a day, then I'm not that good. But if I compare myself to the average player, I think I'm above average. All right, we're not doing dice. Do I have to... Oh, okay. So, I'm not doing Sack of Surprises. If I'm playing Double Whip, which is the plan, I have to take Pants. You can't do it with Duffel Bag. Pants because they slow the weapon by 30%, and these things are going to drink stamina. There are like 4 items in the game that just drink stamina. Well, Axe does too. There are like 5 items in the game that drink stamina. Thorn Whip, 2.2 stamina. The Flame one isn't as bad. This one, 2 stamina per swing. Chain Whip isn't as bad in my mind. I guess it is bad. 2.1. All of the whips. The swords. The swords can drink stamina, but they have ways to reduce it. The big swords. So big sword, whip. What was the other? Hammer drinks the most stamina, kind of. But hammer, you try to chug stamina potions, usually. And what was the other? There was one other that I was thinking of. I don't know. Weird. Oh, Dancing Dragon. But Dancing Dragon is a unique, so that one, I don't know. Alright, where's Flame Whip? I wanted to look right there. Flame Whip is only 1.5 stamina, which doesn't sound bad, except you're using spikes to get speed, so you're going to be super speed, which means you need something that gives you stamina. Something that gives you stamina. Ratatouille is slow, but it would work. This is on the wrong class. We need Berserker. Berserker only and neutral. Berserker and neutral. Stamina potions don't really work because they're one time. So yellow gems work super well. And we're doing anvil, so yellow gems would be amazing. That doesn't work. This takes away stamina. It's basically flute, banana. What about this one? Base stamina regen. That would be good. This could be really good. Stamina sacks with this. It's mostly yellow gems, flute, banana. Yellow gems, flute, banana. Oh, smithing for dummies would be massive. Okay, we got our plan. Oh, and Wolper. But Wolper's weird. It is actually good. Okay, Wolper is the solution, really. All right, let's think about this. Let's go do it. Utility pouch. We're platinum 41. So I think challenges are getting harder to do at this point. Like, even just playing straight up, I think platinum 41, it's difficult for me to climb a lot. This is when I'm going to start climbing like 10 points if I'm lucky. There is a coal here. I need a weapon. I don't really want pan. Okay, I don't really want pan. Do I really want... I don't even want... This must have been on sale. I just bought it. Do I even want a wooden sword? No, but I would make stupid shovel. Stupid shovel. No, stupid shovel, where are you? There's a Shelly. Shelly's kind of good. I like Shelly. Shelly costs 6 gold. We don't have 6 gold. I'm going to lose this first round, most likely, unless they have nothing. Could get rid of this, get rid of whetstone. Build the Shelly. Not really. I like the idea of building the Shelly. Could just buy the pig. If I'm losing the first round, which I am, I paid gold for this. I'm really tempted just to craft the Shelly. Let's do it. Shelly, come join the team. I do want the banana eventually. This is questionable. No pig, yes Shelly. There's no way that this can win unless they just have an open board, which I have not seen in a long time. We lost. But I was going to lose anyways. Look at all that healing. Single pan just doesn't do much. Shelly also doesn't do much. Wooden sword also doesn't do much. We have a slightly higher rare chance. If I could find, like, spear. What is my chance of epic? 1%. So spikes are here. I do want spikes. I don't need them right now. Blueberry is here. I mean, on sale. How is that better than rolling and finding it? I don't know. Find another weapon. Good enough. Cool. Sand on sale. So we got the box of riches. That's most important. We technically could win this round. Banana doesn't do anything. Why do I have banana? Because I'm going to need it once we get the whips, but I can't be losing early, which is what's happening. Did I just lose again? Kind of depends on the misses. But they have a lot of healing, so yeah, I think I lost. Neither of us do much damage, but they have healing. I did have a Shelly heal. If we could get another Shelly heal, but there's no time. No time. Sad Shelly. Echoing Battle Cry does not help. Extra Angie does not help. Mana Mastery does not help. Just Stats kind of helps. Just Stats or Gamble. Just Stats. It's so far away from helping. At some point, it does help. Gamble. Gambling's fun. False Life with Shelly. Kind of amazing. That does encourage me to get the bananas. We got a yellow gem, which is something. We get a purple gem. Banana does more for me than space, especially now that I got false life. The problem is we still don't have, like, excess healing yet. And I'm not really going to get it. So really, this one makes me want to go Deerwood. You can go Deerwood Thornbloom, but it doesn't work with the Flame Whip, really. It could. How do you handle stamina? One option is the Thornbloom, you really just want it to be slow, and you only speed up the Flame Whip. This could be Deerwood instead of Anvil. It's weird, though, because I did spend on this. But this pays for itself. Can I win this round? Could make a torch. Huh. I'm not planning on doing anything else with that sword. Let's make the torch. Gives up a coal, but that's fine. Hammer, pig, they do damage, but I might out-heal them. Out-healing them would be really good. So nice thing is, none of the Shelly heal is wasted because of false life. And you actually gain extra because false life gives you extra max health. So yeah, normally the Shelly heal right there would have been kind of wasted. Flame Shelly would be amazing. That's a reason to get Anvil. Oh, we need to go Anvil because I need the flames to light the whip. We'll see. If I see Pyro Badge, then I could consider not Anvil. Poison on sale is kind of interesting. This is better than usual. 1, because I could make a strong healing potion for Shelly. 2, because I have false life. Still not very good. Crafting this is worth it because I might be going Anvil. Probably am. If I find Poison Dagger early, it's really strong. If I just recombobulate, it's pretty strong. Do I get rid of junk? What kind of junk? Could get rid of my weapons. Definitely getting rid of the potion. I don't really think these weapons are any good. Kinda just want to out-heal. But I could get another sand. What if I get rid of the torch? Torch is a crafted item. Get rid of the torch, buy some other weapon, be happy. Ditch both items, don't take the sand, be even happier. Sand would be a good take if I was going Deerwood, just because it's easy to position, it's nature, it has a little bit of benefit. What about Vampire? Vampire is actually really good if you're hitting fast, which is the plan with the whips, but that's so far away. The plan is whips, so I'm going to get rid of all this junk. What about the gems? I'm going to keep the gems. What about the bananas? I'm going to keep the bananas. Really glad I got false life. Alright, getting rid of both weapons is questionable. Let's do it. Molten Spear. I do think, so I don't think that it's best to get rid of these weapons right now, but I think I have to take some gambles if I want to pull off like a slightly more difficult than usual build. And I think my healing is above average, my damage is subpar anyways. A lot of those hits were doing 0 because of this shield. They just don't do much. But, I mean, they do more than 0. They did 70 damage. Without that 70 damage, I would have lost the round. Huh. Probably would have lost to fatigue. Alright, let's see. Axe. Yeah, but it's a full price axe. I would take a snow stick. It's a slow snow stick. Does 6 to 9 damage. Technically, I should do snow stick and axe, but I'd rather find the whip. This is a rare. We're looking for an epic. Green gem. Am I willing to give up 3 gold to win a couple rounds? When I already got a cheese. Cheese is pretty amazing. And we have enough space. No, I'm good. I can make use of this space to do things. I don't really need to slow snow stick, though. It will frost me, but it frosts the opponent more. Shelly. Shelly's not doing much. Gems. Gems are not doing much. Purple gem. What does the blue gem do? Very little. Puts frost on the opponent. This puts more frost on the opponent. What do the yellow gems do? They speed up the snow stick. Combine them. What do the green gems do? Very little. Gems are doing very little for me. Second weapon would be really good. I'm not using the pants, which is questionable. Could roll. Nah, start the battle. We're not speeding anything up. I'm going to be slow. They're going to be slow. I don't know what this eyeball does. Makes books be on sale more. This triggers faster. What are they printing? They're printing mana, which they'll start printing in power. But they have 25 snow. Right, this no, which one cleanses me? How do I not have snow? The purple cleanses me. I knew that. Wait, I just cleansed like 4. Shelly cleanses me. Easiest game of my life. Alright, debuffs. I mean, with lots of heat, the debuffs are working pretty well. And right now I have a snow stick and it's on sale. Problem is, I should probably take hammer. Take a dagger. Dagger's weird. Dagger's weird because it does want the more damage, but it also doesn't mind going fast. If you have ways to speed it up, pants make sense. If you don't, pants still might make sense. I don't know, it depends how the game rounds. I should know the answer to how the game rounds things. Could get more gems, more economy. Sadly, this armor is the correct solution right now. In large part, because what? In large part because any overheal goes to max health. I don't need the dagger. This would be a really good solution. Wait, maybe I should just buy that. That is a really good solution. And it's on sale. Huh. The problem is it's going to tempt me into making the strong sword instead of making the whip. As soon as we see the whip, I can sell the other junk. I need to actually see the whip first, though. Okay. And I could speed up the sword. I don't have much regen to feed it. The dagger. So I'm going to put some gem in here, I guess just a red. Which means what? Means very little. That means... Do I care about activators? Nope. Would I put the... I can use the green now. Would I put anything in this dagger? I guess not. Alright, start the battle. 3 hearts. That's a little bit scary, but they only have a shovel. So the empower doesn't really help them. They will start gaining 3 empower pretty quickly. 6 empower. 9 empower. They are getting slowed down, but not as much as I would like. Why not? They're gaining max HP, but not as quick as I am. So yeah, my offense is not doing much, but my defense, we're doing things. Because this item is broken. Damage, 11.1 per second. Luckily, Snow Stick is actually a little bit strong. Stronger than you might expect. Like, I would take Snow Stick over Spear. I would take both of these over Spear. Second axe. We could have had the combined up axe. Do I need to think about this card? The reasons to think about this card. Chonk is actually amazing with those whips. But Chonk takes up a lot of space. The whips take up 5 space plus 6 space. Right, I need to find a stamina potion too. I have to keep in mind all the things that I need. So speeding up the weapons would be good. I need bag space. We need so much bag space. What else would be good? Got a yellow gem. Yellow gem can go in there. Shelly. Shelly is a crafted item. Crafted items. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I missing one? We need an 8th. It's only round 7. This would give me the luck for accuracy. Huh. So, my thought process is mostly against cards because I'm thinking for the long term that we want to have a bunch of heat. So things that just go off once. It's weird because normally I do like start of battles a lot. But I think and this is a start of battle. Start of battles are less important if you're trying to get a lot of heat. Then suddenly you care about like Flame Shelly, you care about cheese, care about bananas. Because those things are really good once you speed them up. Care about purples. Care about Snow Sticks, actually. Snow Stick is really good to speed up. This is really good to speed up. Unless they're an anti-debuff build, which a lot of people are. I could roll right now. Epic chance is 25%. Legendary chance. So we need to see 2 epics and a legendary, and I need to craft a good amount. Let's assume that it's better to spend the money next round. After I get the anvil, hopefully on sale. If I get the anvil on sale, that's plus 5 gold, it would be massive. This is a strong heal. Early Falcon Blade. This thing's doing damage. These gooblings heal a good amount. The main question is, do they have Empower? And the answer is no. This gave 1 Empower once. Could have put a purple into a weapon to try and remove their buffs, and it would have been strong. Could have even just put a purple into a dagger. But I know I'm debuffing myself, so I value these a little bit higher. Blacksmith is not on sale. Other things I could consider. Shaman's actually kind of good. Use 2 luck to gain 5 random buffs. If you speed this thing up, it goes crazy. Chieftain, really good. Brass Knuckles, I mean, they're a way to get accuracy and crit, and they don't use stamina. They go really well with heat. I actually think like all of these, except for Pack Leader, are viable. Pack Leader's not viable because getting 8 pets takes a lot of space. It cares about positioning, and whips just take a lot of space. In theory, you could do it with just the heat whip, but you wouldn't need the Thornbloom. In theory, you could do Thornbloom, like, you would do one or the other, not both, I don't think. It really could be Brass Knuckles. No, because then how do I get the flames? Take this. We're trying to make the flame whip happen. I do have to see the whip, but we're trying. Another banana. This one's interesting. Items use buffs, so the whip does use 1 buff, and items gain buffs. It gains a lot of buffs. This is a lot of healing. I have false life. I do think Toad is very good. We're only seeing Toad because I have the skull badge, and I didn't think to take it out. Toad is very expensive. It's a lot of heal with false life. And it gets me the little bit of luck that I would want. I'm thinking. I think the answer is no to full price Toad, which means I should take that out. I do want to see a crafted gem right now. Crafted gem. Now I really could take out the gem box. I'm always buying this bag. Okay, so we have a good amount of space. That is good. I need to figure all this out. I don't want to figure all this out. I'm going to flip that like that. Put this up here. Put you in the pants hole. This one. This one. This one. So it's more important to get the 30 damage from the pants now that we're adding a flat 8 damage onto these. But I need ways to speed these up, and I don't have that. Also, this one is crafted. Crap. Do I need to speed up the hunger? Yeah, I do. Let's think about that. I need to look at how many crafted items I have. The answer is not enough. I already know that. But let's pretend like it's enough. This yellow can come out. We're only off by 1, which means I do need to use the snow stick. Alright, snow stick. So I have to decide which one I care more about speeding up, and I think the answer is the snow stick. Just because I don't have much regen to feed this. Snow stick. Good news is, I do get to speed up another item. Probably not Shelly. Could be Shelly. Could be cheese. Cheese is pretty good. Huh. This one gives a random buff, 10 max health, every 3.8 seconds. We can do that. Assuming all of the foods fit, which I think they should. Here, let's set this up correctly. Wait, how is that correct? That is not correct. Crap. I think I need to slide everything. So the reason for that is now this snow stick can fit like this, and I can still put like cheese right there. This sword goes right here. That didn't work well. God, this is such a pain. Having a 3 space right here. Total hassle. It's fine. We're trying to build up around this food. That's where I want the space. Not planning on using the goobert. Not planning on using much of this. I am planning on speeding up the cheese as much as possible. Dagger is okay. We need the gem box. Oh, I can make a mana thirst. Weird. Mana thirst, kind of good. If you don't have regen, let's look at that. So, mana thirst goes a little bit quicker. It's a 1.4 second cooldown. It uses almost no stamina. It has huge accuracy, which is nice. It does 5 to 7 instead of 3 to 6. It doesn't care about the regen. The main thing is, I plan on getting rid of it anyways. Goodbye, that pig. Could make a mana dagger, but I don't want that. I don't even want this dagger. I don't really want the sand. Yellow gem. I would like to combine up the yellow gem to get a flame. So, this goes right here. Cool. It might be better to speed up, like Skull Badge might be my best damage right now. Just because randomly debuffing enemies, if I have a ton of healing. But this is when I do actually have damage too. I'm really tempted to buy that shell. Also really tempted to roll. And look for the whip. Could do that next turn. No, let's roll a little bit. Normally, I would not be buying this right now. I'm only buying it because we need Thornbloom. So, I am crafting 2 items, which gets me the 2 flames for a flame Shelly. I do think Dragon is very good with the whip. Why? I don't know, maybe I don't. I do think snowballs are very good. We could make Frostbite. It's too expensive. Frostbite would be a viable, like, long-term item, in part because it would be a crafted weapon, it would be good, it would be strong, but we're planning on pivoting to the whips. I just have to see them. As soon as I see them, I will make it happen. Okay, start the battle. Could have sold the dagger. Dagger's really not going to do much. Defensive. I don't gain in power. Well, I guess I do if I drink that, but I'm never going to drink that. Wait, I did gain in power. Do I have boots? No. I'm dead. What did I gain in power from? From cheese. Yeah, I don't heal enough. Dragon. Dragon plus Claws of Attack are actually doing well. They did not get the dragon under here. They don't need to, it's 2 damage. But it would be nice. Yeah, Dragon plus Claws of Attack. Forging Hammer. Forging Hammer. Shell Totem. They have a lot of good stuff. Alright, I really need to find this whip. I need this speed bag. Got the flames. I need the flute. Right, what am I doing? Shelly would have loved to see this potion. My bad. Shelly, I apologize. That was rude. Alright, let's find this whip. So, I'm going to take out the gem bag, even though I do need more flames. Even though I really like rolling with the gem bag in. I'm going to leave the gem bag in. Am I? I think I need a few more flames. We're going to find them. I need this whip. Epic chance, 25%. Leave the gem box in. I need those boots too. I need that. I need this, but it's too expensive. I think I have to. Well, do I have to take the boots? So the reason not to take the boots is basically just that I'm lazy. That you have to put the boots in the anvil anyways. They're on sale, or not in the anvil, in the pants. They're on sale. I'm being lazy if I don't take them. What can I sell? Nothing. I could sell the dagger. I'm gonna sell the dagger, roll. I should take out the gem box, probably. Okay, game plan. Full speed ahead on the snow stick. Why? I don't know. I need to shift the pants up, is the plan. Which means I need to flip them this way, put this bag over here. We're doing this so that I can get the boots in the pants. Also, Shelly would like to see this potion. Let's think about that a little bit. So, to get the boots in the pants, this one wants to go like this. We need 3 spaces above it. Is not the best 3 spaces. Ideally, my potion would go in both of these. God, this is such a mess. Or my potion to go in both of these. This really is a mess. So I want Shelly to be a star right here. Shelly, you are a star. I think I have to screw up these foods for a little bit. Figure this out. Again, I don't have the space that I want. If I flip this like this, does that help? No. How would that help? It almost helps. Makes it so that this could fit here. This can go here. This is a crafted item. It doesn't need to go there. We can forget about that space above. Crafted item. That actually helps me a ton. So now, in theory, Shelly can go. Could super speed the Shelly. Super speed the Shelly. Let's super speed the Shelly. Super speed the Shelly. You get 1. Oh, but the potions want to drink each other. Why is this game so difficult? This game is not that difficult. Alright. Which one wants to drink which? I'm never going to drink the stamina, so this has to be the one to drink this. That means this wants to go right here. This wants to flip like this. This wants to come over here. You come over here. Foods will go along the bottom, probably. This goes like that. This comes over here. Comes over here. There is another bag, which would be nice to have. I don't need it. All of this was so that I could get the boots into the bag. Boots go in the bag. Red gem. Blue gem. Shelly is happy. Potions are happy. This bag wants to be speeding up. Debuffs, I think, are my only chance of really winning. False life isn't that important to speed up. It does want to see darkness, but surprisingly, this is not a darkness item. This would be good to speed up, but that's fine. We'll speed it up by touching other foods. I have a ton of gems. So many gems. Right? No. Why am I like this? Why am I like this? I just realized I need 2 flames to touch the Shelly. Which sounds easy. It is easy. Except, Shelly wants to be right here, really. Why? Because I need a crafted item right here. I do want the flame Shelly. I really want the flame Shelly. I just did all of this. And Shelly wants to shift. It's painful. And that screws up the potion bags, and I'm being lazy, but I don't want to redo it all again. And my foods aren't touching right now. That just screwed up everything. Huh. It was so bad. Okay, let's figure this out. So, speed bags. I could just be speeding up false life. And a purple. You know what? That's something. Yellow gem is supposed to go in snow stick, I think, but this one uses no... Stamina's not my problem. We have a stamina potion. Gem box needs to go in. I would like to craft more of these. Purple can go in there. I do have full green, full red. Red, 15% lifesteal. Could actually lifesteal a bit. Let's do it. Green. Yellow. It's a lot of gems. Okay, all of this was to make the Flame Shelly, which we're going to do. Turbo Shelly is in. Do I think they're going to crit or stun me? I mean, I know I don't have stamina problems, so let's... Really, I should just switch this. Full speed ahead on my weapons. Forget stamina problems. We're good. The only thing to consider, I don't have the star that normally reduces my weapon's stamina by 5%. So I do use more stamina than I normally would. Thornbloom is godly, but the other whip is only legendary. This could craft this gem box, which gets me +4 space. Too expensive, not on sale. Start the battle. 3 hearts, 5 wins. We gotta get 5 more wins. We caught them before they crafted this. Good. They would have been a lot scarier if they had already made this weapon. But I still think I would have won it. 20 to 23. So damage per second, are we up to... We're up to like 23.2 with a decent amount of healing. Not amazing, but enough. Crafting the boots. Crafting the Shelly. 2 more flames, which will be good when I find my whip. More stats. Max health. So you do get extra max health from this. False life. Bagtacular is amazing. But it's only amazing once I find the stupid whips. I need it. It does work with these stamina bags. Works really well with the stamina bags. Works really well with the speed bags. It's just good. I need to find the whip. This works so well with spikes. This is like game winning if I hit the green amulet, but all the others are misses and I'm trying to find the stupid whip. These little gems are better than usual because they count as economy a little bit, because they generate the flames. Just give more value than usual. I would love to keep rolling with this in, but then I'm going to buy up all the stupid little gems. I do need to buy these bags because we took Bagtacular, and it was on sale. You got to do it. I do want that flute. I would like this. This works really well with this. It's just in general, it's a vamp item, it's good. I do need this as well. I need everything. Can't have it all. Just find the whip. This is a crafted item, which frees up one of these gems, but I don't have anywhere to put it. This cap, we're getting to the point where that cap starts to become better. I can't really roll for 2 gold. Bag would be nice, gloves are good. They're unnecessary, but they're good. They're on sale. Something that I can buy right now. The problem is the gloves want to hit the cheese and I'm lazy. They don't need to hit the cheese, but they do need to hit 2 things. Second thing they could hit would just be this purple. Right? I need to combine that purple. We're getting a lot of money in the form of flames. Are we? What about combining these yellows? That does get me an extra flame. Do it. What about combining the purples? I don't think combining the purples is all that good. Oh, I can move my Shelly back now. Move the Shelly back. Don't be lazy. God, I planned all that around Shelly, and then I ended up having to scoot it forward. Painful. So, this can go here. Still don't have a dark item. Could speed up false life instead of the purples. I do have a lot of purples, to the point that speeding them up is a little bit weird, but I know I'm debuffing myself. This is fine. I'm going to craft this. Do I want to craft that? I'm going to say yes, just because I have so many crafted items. Sand could go. Do I really need this bag? I do. Yeah, but I can find better bags. Unreserve it. Find better bags. Bags have extra value because of Bagtacular. Like non-square bags. They blew themselves up. They do have rebirth, but only if they have a lot of... Well, no. They just have rebirth. I'm thinking of Phoenix. They need heat. No idea what they're doing, but cool. Pandemonium. Love to see it. This is when, if I wasn't trying to do the whip challenge, which I still haven't seen a whip, the answer would be just pivot to rapier and win. Pivot rapier with 4 speed bags that are going super speed is winning. And there's a cat right there. Cat's pretty good. Cat with 2 gem boxes, they're full price. Take out the gem box, even though I like rolling with it in, because we're trying to find this stupid whip. Okay, I didn't reserve the bag. I'm not going to take the bag. This kind of pays for itself because it lights on fire, can go in gem sockets. Toad is amazing if I find the whip. Find the whip. What if the whip just doesn't exist? This is on sale. You have to take on sale. And it's really good with the gloves. Is it really good with the gloves? It's really good with the gloves if you have lots of stamina, but you can speed up the stamina. It is just really good with the gloves. For any fight that's going to last like 10 seconds. Gloves. I only got these gloves because they're on sale. These bags actually give extra buffs because of this. Huh. So these potions are worth 3 random buffs every time they get drank. Or when they get drank. Pig is on sale. Last free roll. I'm not going to pay 2 gold for rolls. I have too much stuff to buy. Not going to do it. If I don't find it, I don't find it. I am tempted to craft the gloves. Huh. Then they would be a crafted item. It does mean not speeding up this purple, but it's not like the purple really matters. How do I fit this pig? Give up this red and this green, even though, yeah. Oh, right. Something can go inside of you. Crafted up the yellow. This can go in here. We can increase our healing, even though I don't heal much. I do. We have false life. We have Shelly. I heal. We're good. I would happily trade a bunch. This sword, again, I could pivot to that sword right now. Lightsaber. I could actually kind of pivot to lightsaber. If either of these were on sale, I might buy them right now and just switch out one of these weapons till we find the whip that someday we're going to find. Good news, I'm still getting kills. There it is. Don't even think about it, just buy. Okay, and buy the bag. So the whip wants to be next to flame. Oh, but I already have the potion. Which one do I make first? It's got to be the flame whip first, right? They both take up so much space. Got the vampire gloves. I feel like the flame whip is the important one. And it takes up less space than the other. Once you get the other one, it's only 1 extra space, but still, it's going to make a difference. Also, do I get rid of the snow stick now? Because it uses more stamina. I think I do. Neither of them are staying, but at least this is low stamina. They're both crafted. Crap, the whip is not crafted. Fitting this is going to be such a pain. Do I still take out the gem box? Probably. I really just want to see space and the whip. Space. Good space. Spike is actually tempting. This is actually tempting. This solo item can provide all of the spikes, but the hope is with 2 whips we have enough spikes. If this was on sale, I would buy it. Pineapple is another that if it's on sale, I would buy it. Flute is another that I could consider buying. There it is. What about double Thornbloom Flame Whip so that I never have any stamina ever? So we got there all in 1 turn. It's pretty amazing. Sell the sword. Buy the whip. I've got everything I need to craft both whips. I just have to fit it, which is gonna be not fun. Could actually take this stamina potion. This poor Shelly. Alright, I'm gonna have to take some time to rearrange. I'm just figuring out what I want to even... I'm gonna buy this. Like, do I want to buy these 2? Probably not. I'll decide after I set all this up. Alright, I'm gonna rearrange and be right back. Alright. This is super tricky. So, trying to figure out the speeds for these whips, it's anybody's guess. These bags are not speeding up by 10%, they're speeding up by 15%. We have a good amount of heat. Shelly's being sped up in weird ways. I'm choosing to speed up the bananas to help with stamina. We also have stamina from the stamina sacks because of Bagtacular. So base stamina regen is increased by 15%. We have one stamina potion that might actually get drank. We're crafting Thorn Whip, we're crafting Flame Whip. Could buy this. I am going to buy that. I think we're at the end game right now, and I don't think it requires much more at this point to win. So I want a couple more bags, couple more speed bags. How many more speed bags? 1, 2. 2 for this one, and then... Do I need 3 more for the... No, I need 2 more for this one, I think. Alright. Good roll. Start the battle. I could buy this stamina potion. It would mostly be for Shelly. I don't think that that little bit of empower and that little bit of stamina make much difference unless you drink a lot of potions. They make some difference. I don't think it's enough. But they do speed up Shelly by 30%, so that is significant. This is a rough round. Okay, after this round, the hope is that we actually go to the moon. So stamina, we were close on stamina, 0.81. So 1.8, I was generating a good amount. Stamina wasn't my issue. My issue is I'm not doing much. We use 34.3 stamina. We generate with banana 12. Okay. Never drank the potion. Ooh, that blue gem is actually amazing. Problem is, I need 2 of them, but it's on sale. And I already have 1 flawed blue gem. So if I'm just trying to kill enemies, blue gem is amazing. I have to think about these whips, because I could use this whip as a crafted item, but if I do that, then what? Then I don't get... Why is it a problem to use this whip as a crafted item? I don't know. In my... Oh, because I can't get the pants, they would be taking up one of the slots on it, which is fine right now when I don't have enough speed bags, but I plan on getting more speed bags. I kind of want to build these bags for the future, because I don't want to have to keep rearranging every time. So we need 2 more... I have to think. The Flame Whip is the whip that I care about. I don't care about this whip. I mean, I do, but I don't care about speeding it up. So we're going full speed ahead with the Flame Whip is the plan. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. This goes here. Full speed Flame Whip. Bam. Because this speeds up the other whip. Both whips use massive stamina. These bags are a pain. So this whip. Wait, why did I think? Okay, this whip goes like that. So for the speed bags, we need 1 of them to go right here, 1 of them to go right here, 2 of them to go right here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more speed bags. Doesn't matter where I put things. Not too much. I mean, it does, but is there something important for me to look out for? I don't think so. It would be nice to get this banana sped up more. How? I don't know. I do have these speed bags. I could move all of the food up to the top side. Yeah, I might do that. Is it worth doing? Yeah, seems good. So, move it all up here. Then, cheese is not the important one. Banana's the important one. Banana. Cheese is also good, though. Banana. Huh. This garlic might not fit too well. It is kind of nice, though. If you get heat... Well, no, because no, purples don't work. If you get heat, having this will screw up vampires. I think I'm always buying this. It's just a little bit strange. It's fine. put the yellow. I don't know if I need to pull the yellows out into the bag. I'm kind of guessing I do. All right, let's think about that a little bit. And let's get everything, the bagtacular, everything messes with it. The good news is I did plan for high stamina from the start, so we should be at least somewhat prepared. It just might take me a couple rounds to get it fine-tuned. Hopefully, I should be strong enough that I don't lose during those few rounds. God, life stealing with this one would be nice. Could pull out the yellow. Let's do that for now. I'm going to put a purple in here. So now we can remove their buffs, remove some debuffs. I can still put another purple in here. Could do anti-heal, but I don't think that's as important. I don't think... Well, debuffs are important. They're good. Snowballs. I reserved the snowballs. Was that questionable? No, I think it's good. I think everything is good. It would be a lot better if they were on sale, though. I could do this, actually. Sir Sand. Weird. I don't need to, but I could. I am a scaling build, but I use my stamina, so scaling is weird, or like reducing my damage at the start, because I would be using up my stamina, especially if they have a shield. Crap. What if they have a shield? What if they have a fanfare? We'll figure it out. We're going to have so much heat. We have 2 bananas. We're good. Do I take you out? No. That one. This gives 30 defense, so it's better than usual because of you. What about prismatic orb? No. Super expensive. What about flute? Not on sale flute. The biggest problem is positioning is a huge hassle. Let's assume that we're good. Smithing for dummies would have been amazing. I think we're good. Wonder if I should switch this blue. Huh. Reasons I could switch that blue. Lifesteal is nice. Speeding this up is nice. 8 frost if I just put in here. No, I think I'm happy. It'll also just give a good amount of frost. Gives a good amount of mana that I don't use for anything. I'm happy. The garlic feels weird. Big axe. So, the question is my stamina. I'm not gaining as much... Oh, I don't have enough spikes. Right. I need something that generates spikes. This is where that genie lamp would be amazing. Stamina, 1.2 per second, 1.1 per second, 2.3 per second. Never came close to honking. But I was only using that much right at the end. Stamina. We only used 27. Bananas made 12 again. We got there. So I would not have drank a stamina potion, never drank the health potion. At some point, this potion can go. I like Shelly. Green gem is weird, but it's on sale. It's so much value. How do you not? Sad thing is, this is amazing. It's so good. It's so good. It's so much money. Do I have a way to generate luck? I don't know. Probably. How would I generate luck? I would generate luck. What am I doing with this pig? It's just money. I generate luck using... I don't have a blueberry. I have a cheese. Cheese can make luck. I don't need much. Maybe I do. I don't think I do now that I got this. This one's inaccurate, but I'm not using this for damage. I'm using it to gain max HP. This yellow gem. The flames are nice. I feel like the pig should go. But I'm not completely sure why I feel that way. It gives me money. I guess we're good. I really feel like the garlic should go. If there's a vampire enemy, I'd be glad to have the vampire. There's no sockets open? Roll. Start the battle. Second cheese. Second cheese with false life and with lots of max HP stuff. It's a lot of money. So we're trying to gain max HP and gain heat. But I still need the spikes. Remember that I need the spikes. I need the spikes. Without the spikes, I don't gain the heat. This doesn't work. 1 heart left. Find the genie lamp on sale. I'm going to take this out. I am going to buy the purple because purples are good. I don't need the space, but I want it. But I don't need it. I don't need the regen. I don't need the potion. I need the genie lamp. It's so expensive. Do I gain armor? I kind of do with this garlic. It's not like I need to give myself plus 27 damage. I do need the spikes, so we're definitely buying this. I don't know if I need to speed this up. I think between this whip and this, we now make enough. And this makes enough luck. It does take a second. Couple seconds to start getting the spikes. This is on sale. I would buy it on sale. I was looking for an excuse to buy it. Fitting it does not look easy. Huh. Wait, maybe I won't buy it. Let's see. To fit it, it would want to go right here. I move this over here, this one. Okay, could do it. All right, so things I don't need. Do I need this regen? Do I need that potion? The answer to both is mostly no. Do I need the sand? No. So the potion is just taking up a good amount of space. I'm missing 2. The Shelly's nice. It's not that important to me. I really bought that snowball too early. It's only good if it's going to hard counter an enemy. Combine the purple is fine. Keeping them separate would also be fine. But we have limited space. So I think in my mind right now, the question is, do I put this gem box in place of this potion? If I think I'm already winning this round, then yes. I kind of think that. I don't think Shelly's actually going to make much of a difference. It's mean, but it's true. The one that I think could make a difference is Toad. Star items, gain 10 buffs, heal for 12. Toad's expensive. Use buffs, give luck and mana. Mainly, I just think Toad could be a big heal. Toad would go right here. It's very expensive. I'm going to say no to it, but I was considering it. I'm going to sell Shelly's potion. Goodbye, Shelly potion. I took those snowballs too early. I acknowledge that. This genie lamp would really like to be sped up. I think I'm going to speed up the genie lamp. If we have stamina problems, so be it. I have a yellow gem out here. I have another yellow gem right there. Stamina problems would be a fine problem to have. Next turn, I'm going to have to fit this bag. Start the battle. It's not going to be fun. Kind of want the snowballs, kind of don't. Good, I don't think of Cauldron as a quick build. The real worry is that I run into like a fatigue struggles that can out-snow me or out-remove all of my buffs. Also, I just really don't have healing. Huh. I do have a little bit of healing. We got to 59 heat. I never honked. We were good on stamina. 1.3 per second, 1.2 per second, 2.5 stamina per second. Stamina used, 23.9. They did have one shield. They had defense at the start. They had a cat. I don't have a way to crit, do I? No. So, let's look at spikes. Spikes are important to me. Mainly, we want to see how many times we used spikes with Flame Whip, 13, versus how many times it activated, which is probably 14. Flame Whip. Activations, 14. So, that first activation, I'm missing out on 4 heat because I didn't have a starting spike. Starting spike would be nice to get. Right here. Takes 2 space to get a starting spike. There are a couple ways to get one, but the easiest one takes 2 space. It is worth more than these 2 heat, though, because the first strike, I would have the spike. It would get me plus 4 heat, and it would get me plus 8 damage. 3 more rounds. I also need this stamina bag. Okay. I don't want to do this. So I could have 1 space empty. Having 1 space empty makes my life simple. Does it? I think so. But just because I think so doesn't make it true. So I would need to give up a square bag. I still need to figure things out, which is going to be a hassle. I could roll and see what other bags we see, because I might still see others. Gems are nice, but not that important. Bags are most important. Second genie lamp. Wolpertinger was going to be part of the plan, but I don't need it. Especially, I just found another of these bags. Do I need it? Genie lamp's too expensive. I have 7 money. There's a shell there, there's a crown there, and I have plenty of mana for the crown. Crown's expensive. It does remove blind, which would help, and it's a heal. And it's a quick activator. Okay, so space. We just added 8 space, which means I can get rid of 2 square bags or potion bag and a square bag. Potion bag sells for more, I think. Not sure about that. Bidding these is gonna be a hassle. No, it's easy. Okay, so now I just need to replace square bag. Wait, but that leaves me at -2 space. Could get rid of what to gain that 2 space? Because I was at -2 space to start. To get the 2 space. I don't have enough armor bag. I mean, I do have 2 armor bags. Do I want to figure it out? They are worth a lot of armor. These aren't worth much to me. Especially, I got rid of the potion. Took out the gem bag. Let's roll. Snowballs. Snowballs are weird because they really are just to screw up an opponent. It feels strange to invest that much into screwing up an opponent. But if I ran into myself, for example, I would really not want to see an enemy with those snowballs. So I think I have to do it. Could craft up that blue. Could craft up that red. So to get that, I'm going to get rid of this and try and find bags that actually help me, but that means I also don't have space right now. Okay, so space. Sadly, these blue gems are not doing much. It's round 16. I can't get them crafted up into another perfect, which would help me. Also, I don't know if this blue gem's actually worth its value. Could just sell it. Could pull it out. If I don't have stamina problems, this is insane. Is it insane? Base stamina regen. The blue gems are weird. Why do I still have this pig? Let's get rid of the pig. That simplifies my life a little bit. Okay, so now, from here. This cheese is being sped up by 10%, but if I move it over here, it's getting sped up by 10% from that. So now I could put something else right here. Could point this at a weapon. Could move the oil lamp over there. I don't know if the genie lamp really needs to be double sped up. I think after I get the first activation of the genie lamp, I'm good. Especially, I just sped up this whip, so that's making a little bit of extra stuff. So now, we already have a perfect green, 40% poison resist. The main question is, do I want to combine the blues? I guess I could. We do have a lot of frost that we're putting on the enemy. A lot of frost. They might put it back on me, though, which would be rough. I only have one pair of boots. Getting armor gloves would have been really good. That's another way to solve this whip problem, is using the armor gloves to slow them down. God, I still have that Shelly. Okay. Shelly's good. With heat, Shelly is good. That is scary. Okay, so why is this scary? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of gloves, a Tim to steal my buffs, and they're super speeding this. So, frost to slow them down, but they have a pair of boots. They do not have full stars. They could run out of stamina very easily. If I had a shield, we could be... Oh, but they have these two. Still, that's not that much stamina. It's enough. It is enough. They're gonna kill me. And I'm on 1 heart. No! They killed me. It's not even close. That axe is a monster. And they have enchanted weapons. That axe is a monster. Oh, I still have a heart. I regained 1. Okay. They did start drinking through the stamina. If I could make it like another 10 seconds, but I can't. This thing is a monster. 3 stamina per second. So they will get to the point where they drink this and then they're just honking nonstop. Monster. They didn't even put the Amulet of Steel on this. Monster. Amulet of Steel doesn't matter much. But it does a little bit because they could get armor potions and do crazy potion stuff. Toad. Toad on sale is part of the dream. Toad on sale. That is where you would like to go. Still missing. Little bit of bag space. I don't want a square. Do I want gems? I mean, yellow gems would be good, but they would have to sit in the bag. I don't have that much space. It's round 17. Trying to think if any of these help me. Fatigue Crystal could kill. Cheese is kind of good. If I was going to get the cheese, it would go cheese, garlic, cheese. It just takes a lot of space. It's not that good. Purple gem is weird. I think it would be better if I had like a cap to throw this in. Do I think I need this much? Anti-heal, anti-whatever. I'm going to combine up to another flawless just because it's a good use of space. We have a lot of value on the board in gems. Crazy amounts of value. 2 16 cost gems. Boots are the answer, but crafting those boots would mean moving the pants, and it would take up 2 space. They're not the answer. They're only the answer because they can be anti-cold. And I'm doing cold stuff. So they could reflect my cold back to me. One of the answers would actually be to sacrifice a banana, because I have not had stamina problems yet. Sacrificing a banana feels questionable. Ooh, if I really want to try hard this, return to title. We go to history. Come in here. I need to pay attention to my spikes and see if I need to speed up this genie lamp. God, I'm losing again. It's a bad sign. But the thing I wanted to know was, do I make enough spikes? The answer might... Well, we're not building up spikes. So the answer is probably no. We had 2 right there. So what happened here? Out of stamina. Yeah, that's a fine reason to not use a spike. I mean, it's not ideal, so I do need stamina. What happened here? Just didn't have a spike. So what are the cooldowns? You're 0.75, you are 0.83, so this is... Oh, but sometimes this will make other buffs, especially if they're removing. This is 1.04. Stamina problems. Yeah, part of the issue is if they have a shield, I'm going to have more stamina problems, and I'm going to wish this yellow was out here. Okay, continue the game. Could pull that yellow out. So I could either switch this. I don't think debuffs are a problem. I really could just put that in there, get rid of their buffs. Getting rid of their buffs is pretty massive. Really, I want this little amethyst in this bag, but it's fine. What about speeding up my debuffs? Debuffs are not the plan. Speeding up the whip was good, but let's assume the whip is quick enough. It's already in a bunch of speed bags that give it extra. We're already going to have a lot of heat. I did want to speed this up a bit. Could do that. Toad would not mind seeing this. Too bad. Okay. Anything else to consider? Yeah, I have a bunch of junk that I could sell. Junk. Green gem. Do I have something to do? No, these green gems are crap. Why do I have the green gems in? That's a good question. If I put a blue gem there, I mean, this green gem is better than this one, but they're both bad. If I put another crafted, so I could put this purple over here. If I did that, this could come out. I don't have another item to put in, which is weird. Could get more battle rage. I don't think that's my problem. It does give a spike on battle rage entered, which would be relevant for a change. Okay. Still have the box of riches. That's scary. That's super scary. They have so much mana. They have a ton of defense. They're going to be blocking. They might outscale me. They might outheat me. Yeah. Every time this pan swings, they gain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 heat. That's one of the few builds that might be able to outheat this. It's this or giraffe. But they don't gain damage like I do. They don't gain max HP like I do. They do outspeed me, but not by much. The bigger problem is the shield will be eating my stamina. Other things to consider. They are going to eat my spikes, especially because this thing's being sped up. So that's going to be a problem. I did speed up my genie lamp more, which helps. The max HP is my biggest advantage. But yeah, they're outspeeding me. So this thing is just going to go faster and faster. And they don't have a limit like I do. So my limit, at some point, I will drink all of my stamina. They'll never drink all of their stamina, because every activation, they activate a banana. I think they won. That's a full egg, and I don't blow them up quick enough. But we'll see. Fatigue's starting to come in. I think they won. I'm about to start honking. Yeah, and they just get to do their thing. They're not building up in power. That's interesting. So I tried. I just think 2 whips aren't strong enough. I think it could be strong enough if you did whip Burning Blade. This just doesn't increase damage quick enough. It seems like it would, because you are gaining a little bit of empower, but it's too easy to remove that empower. You're gaining a lot of heat, which is nice, but it would be better if I just converted that heat into damage directly, instead of doing it through a Thornbloom. So I would convert it using the Burning Blade. Instead, right now, we're trying to do an extra step of creating Empower. And really, there are better ways. I could have thought about better ways to make Empower. What are the better ways to make Empower? Not playing Berserker. If I found the Mage badge, then I could have tried to go Mana, but then again, why are you even adding this one? It's especially tricky because I have False Life. There's more reason to have Thornbloom when you don't have False Life. Right now, it would be stronger just to have Heat plus anything that heals and not have a second weapon. The second weapon is causing me to build banana, putting this not on this. Instead, I could just have the gloves on the lamp and this, and both of those would go super speed. And I would just... Would I outspeed them? Probably not. I probably wouldn't do vamp gloves, they're too slow. I think the Thornbloom is the problem. Thornbloom just isn't that good, especially after False Life. Gains 11 max health. Items give plus 20% of maximum health. So anything that heals for like 11. And this takes up 6 space, drinks stamina. Shelly. Shelly heals for 40. Uses no stamina, gives me 2 heat, super slow cooldown. Still, that's without potions. There are better healing items. What are the good healing items? Cheese. Cheese gives... So cheese is not that much slower than this. 2 cheese would be as good as this is, basically. And it's a lot easier to build around cheese, because cheese gets sped up just by touching other foods, and it doesn't drink my stamina. Yeah. I think 2 cheese and this would be better. Toad plus this would be way better. I already have Toad. But if I don't know. Could be double Flame Whip, except then it would just eat through spikes. I think it really is just Flame Whip, Burning Blade. Burning Blade benefits from the heat. The idea with this one is that it does also make the spike. The spike is nice, but I would rather make the spike separately. So ideally it would be cheese plus pineapple, I think. And then I don't need to do all this stamina stuff. So one of the things I did was I took Bagtacular for stamina too. And I took the Anvil. I really could switch to a different... No, because I need the Anvil First Flames. I don't know. I'm thinking through this one a little bit more. Didn't get there, but I think we go up. We do go up. By 2. Ideally, we would have gone up by like 10. For a challenge run, I think it's fine. History. How many times do I think we win this? 50-50? Maybe 50-50. 5 out of 10? Chonk Flame Whip. Ooh. And they're probably printing heat pretty quick. Yeah, that's a good combo. That's really good combo. They cycled through printing a few different things for a minute there. They have 2 spike amulets. I thought about making Chonk. It's just hard to fit with an Anvil build and 2 whips. Chonk would have fit. But I'm also trying to solve stamina, so Chonk would have been hard. I was looking at the deck of cards early. Also, they got theirs from a Bag of Giving, which is cheating. They have 2 platinum customer cards. Bag of Giving is wild. It's like present. Alright, 1 loss. 0 wins, 1 loss. We could win against this. Unhealing. They do have a shield. They do have a lot of potions. I think we can win against this. But I don't have healing. Never mind. I don't have sustain. They have sustain. I do gain max health, but not really. It's close-ish. It's not close. They didn't even drink through all their potions. 0 wins, 2 losses. Potion Bomb. How do I feel about this one? Smelly Wall does see these. Okay. This might go crazy. I don't know. I don't know enough about this build. So their hope is that I don't have this. but I do. It's good for them that I don't also have Berserker gloves. It's good for them that I did not put the purples in the bag, but I do have this purple. Their whole build relies on getting this poison on me. Not their whole build. They also have armor stuff. I don't think they're doing it. It's too easy to counter poison. And after that, they don't do anything. I say that. It feels like they're doing a lot. Why were they doing so much? These potions are insane. They gain 10 random... No, they gain 8 random debuffs, but when they drink this one, they get 16 random debuffs. So total, they get 24 random debuffs. This does damage if I have debuffs. I don't. They have mana. Oh, they're just getting a ton of random debuffs. Or random buffs. They pop mana orbs. Still not that good, because my build is like middle of the road. Alright, so 1 win, 2 losses. Should win against this. That is a lot of defense, though. And they have Markswoman with a strong staff, but it's poison. Ooh, I don't know if I win this. They could get big crits. God, am I even losing to poison staff? I don't know. Okay, good. I was gonna say, I don't know the last time I lost to poison staff. 2 wins, 2 losses. Magic Dragon. Really strong in the mid game. Can go insane late game. It's just hard to make it go insane. Causes stamina problems a lot of the time. Ooh, never mind. I feel like that Spike Shield did a lot of damage. Spike Shield should hard counter me. Damage dealt. No, their Dancing Dragon did 500. Wait, how many wins versus how many losses? That's 3 losses. Was it 2 wins? I think it was 2 wins, 3 losses. Ooh. The worry here is that Mrs. Struggles can outdo my heat gain. Giraffes also, in theory, could outprint, could make heat even quicker than this whip. But they would need 2 giraffes and they would need luck, so they don't have that part. But they could remove my buffs, and they could frost me. Like the 2 combined, Mrs. Struggles plus debuffs, could be enough to slow me down. Good news is, stamina should not be a problem, even with, ooh, shield plus shielded. Still shouldn't be a problem. Blind could be a problem. Yeah, accuracy is dropping. Blind and frost. So, it's just, do I make enough heat to outdo the removal plus this cold? And fatigue, they're going to do more damage during fatigue than I do. 9 damage to 1 damage. Yeah, I wasn't really outpacing it. So you want to pull, like, way away. Like, you want to get 90 heat to their 40 cold. Instead, I think if that kept playing out longer, they would have actually overtaken me. Especially because this is on hit, and I'm no longer hitting. I'm missing. Alright. Yeah, that blind screwed me up. 1 oil lamp. Again, I would have had more oil lamps if I wasn't trying to do stamina. I do prioritize these. If I was building 1 weapon instead of this weapon, I think I would have had like 3 oil lamps on this, which would have helped a lot with blind and with scaling its own damage. Alright, so 2 wins, 4 losses. That's rough. Cozy Escapist. It's another whip, so I should be fine. No shield with their shielded. They do have Deerwood. Deerwood's just a slow build. If I build up the heat, then I'm okay at least. But if they screw me up in any way, which is easy to do, it's just an easy build to screw up. 3 wins, 4 losses. Ooh, that's scary. This is the setup that I want for this. God, they hit me hard right off the bat, too. How did they hit so hard? Oh, they have this, they have this. That was a hard hit. What is their crit chance? There was a hard hit, like somewhere right early. Right there. What was that? 120 damage, cupcake staff with an 8% crit chance. Wild. I was gonna say, I didn't even see their crit stuff. 8% and a bunch of buffs pretty early. That is a lot of damage. That put their damage almost to 100 per second, which is like what I target for a high damage build. Then it falls off for a while. Then they've gained more buffs, so now when they hit, it is strong. Still, that first hit should not have raised their damage that high. This is more what I would expect, 68. They are gaining more crit chance because they're gaining more luck. They will get to a point where they should be able to crit pretty regularly, but that takes a while. By that point, I'm already dead. 97 damage, cupcake staff. Okay. 3 wins, 5 losses, I think. Maybe. Spikes. I should outplay this one. They do have poison, but I'm anti-poison. Yeah, we should be good on this one. They do have a lot of spikes that I'm hitting into, but I don't see a green amulet. 4 wins, 5 losses. Do we go? 5 for 5. 50-50. I don't have that much anti-cold. I think I'm good, though. Cold mostly happens right at the start. They have a couple things that inflict cold. They don't have that much heat. The cold doesn't hurt me quite as much because of stamina. I think I'm good. I don't see amulets of steel. This can crit hard. If they can keep the debuffs climbing, but I think they're going to drop off. In general, cold just doesn't work as good unless you can keep putting a massive amount. They can put a little bit, but because the heat will outpace it for this one. Unlike that Reaper build with the struggles, this one I should gain quicker than them, so I'm fine. I think I'm fine. They will still crit like a truck with this, but it doesn't do as much damage because we're cleansing. Ooh. This thing will crit. 46.5. Crit's hard. It would be so much better, though, if I didn't have the boots and if I didn't have 2 purples. 0.83 seconds to remove a cold. 1.42 seconds to remove a cold. And they're being colded themselves, so they can't put the cold on that quick. I am also having to remove the blind. They have this one's already too slow, 4.14 seconds. This one, 1.77, really is too slow. Genie lamps, 2.53, 7.9 seconds, 3.32 seconds. They're just getting hurt too much by the cold themselves. Where I'm not getting hurt that much, I'm still at a 0.66, still at a 0.87. Even my Shelly, like 4.87 can go off. It's better than the armor on their end. Cool. 0.66 seconds. Yeah. Alright, so 5 and 5. Let's do the tiebreaker. Do we win over half of the time? Yes. Well, Dragon Knight is weird. I want to play more Dragon Knight. I didn't do well with it the first time I tried. I want to figure it out. Ooh, that is stupidly close. I think this one could have gone either way. Mercury Elemental with only 1 melee weapon. That's a ranged weapon, that's a ranged weapon. They're poisoning me way more than I would expect. What do you do again? 1 stamina used. Inflict 2 poison and 2 poison to yourself. They just have to be reflecting all the poison onto me. How? I see this. This did 4 of it. How are you reflecting the rest? This one. Reflect a debuff, the moon shield. I'm hitting into it so much. And it's screwing up my stamina. And it's reflecting debuffs every time I hit into it. That's what's doing it. And again, 2 weapons are screwing me up. It's never 2 weapons. Sometimes it's 2 weapons. But you use one as an accessory. Maybe I just shouldn't have been speeding up this whip. But I needed it for the spikes. I could have got a second genie lamp. 0.54, 0.57. This is actually going quicker than this. Weird. I did not realize that. Do they have something that specifically slows down weapons like time dilator? No. That feels very strange to me. I kind of thought that this, plus I guess it is in this bag, which slows it down 30%. Just the fact that this is being affected by 4 of them, and this is already pretty quick, is it? I don't know Flame Whip well. I don't build it too much. I expected Genie Lamp to be a little bit slower. Like close, but slower. Because with this in mind, I really don't need to speed this one up at all if it goes a little bit quicker. 1.6 versus 1.7 base, but this is being sped up, but it's also being slowed down. Oh, it was quicker when I had the yellow gems in here. That made the difference. Interesting. Having the yellow gems out really makes sense then, because it's wasting stamina if this swings without having a spike. So now, this being a little bit quicker, I could slow this down. I actually think I could have won this just by slowing down this Thornbloom then. Slow down the Thornbloom, hopefully get to 1 banana. Could I get to 1 banana? Probably not. Still, I could have been using the stamina I had more efficiently. I need to convert all of the stamina that I can at a rate of 1.5 stamina, but it's actually reduced. But every time I use that stamina, I want to convert it into 4 heat. And 1 spike into 4 heat, both of those. Instead, I'm converting it into sometimes this one gives an empower, sometimes it gives a spike. This one is just way less efficient than this one. Interesting. Wait, no, I didn't mean to go again. Armor bomb, but poison, they don't have anything. Cool. I say that, they did get enough poison on me. So all they need to do is get 18 poison on me. I assumed they couldn't. Why did I assume they couldn't? They also have this and this, so they do have 2 more poison items. This just didn't look like enough. I guess 2 of these are poison potions. Still didn't feel like enough. Huh. Cool. Alright, so we ended up around 50-50. Lost on round 17. Went up 2 rank. I could try it again. I don't think I would do it with the Thornbloom, or if I did, I would just be trying to slow the Thornbloom as much as I could. So the way that I would really do it is I should have added in stone gloves. Start a battle, weapons deal 20% more damage, but attack 10% slower. I think this should have been part of the solution. I don't know how well they fit, though, between the 2 whips. Nice thing is, they can count as a crafted item for the anvil. I feel like getting the pyro badge and making a flame whip on something other than anvil would also be really fun. I might try more with anvil flame whip. Hopefully, if I just roll into Berserker at random, because I do still want to get everybody else up into Platinum, and I would like to just get all of my characters into Diamond and be playing the regular game, along with doing the challenge builds. I want to do a little bit of both. We'll see. And I'll try and make an aesthetically pleasing bag at some point. I'll keep that in mind. But for now, that is going to do it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.